Greetings everyone, I am Paul of Many Voices and welcome to the silliness that is Mine Mogul. It seems that we have one piece over here that fell down, two pieces even, probably from me standing in the way. So far, this cannon system seems to be working flawlessly. And I'm going to keep this target over there. Right, last time we installed the cannon system and also went ahead with our first casting furnace. And second, because we also have the copper, getting both rods, plates and ingots. And also we installed a whole bunch of lights. Like that. Today, I want to start out, well, I was hoping to have enough money already, but I don't. We need the pipe roller from the computer shop. What would be the next quest after that? Copper pipes. Why is it always copper right off the bat and not just iron? I don't want to do this yet. Anyway, let's go do something that I was looking for and spent so much time and wasted so much time looking for. Where is it? I thought it'd be over there. Don't tell me I've already lost where it is. I believe it was over there. Now I can't be sure. Either way, let's try to look it up, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Yes, it's right over here. So this is the area that I spent a good portion of several hours trying to find in the original recording. And I just couldn't find it, so I decided to scrap it all once I learned from a YouTube video where it actually was. And yes, you do need more platforms over here, so we'll just add one over there. And one over there. And we'll bring this back up as well. As indeed, we actually have a little house here. And in this house, that has been pre-built, we can find a hothead. Wow. Not that it's useful. We find a chest with 2 mystery geodes, but I'm going to take the chest as well. And an already opened mystery geode. However, we're not going to enter from this just yet. I will keep this open for now. But I just wanted to show you that this, in fact, exists. And I have to be very careful not to drop this, because I definitely need the stuff. Oh, not that. There. Oh, fuck. Yes, I'm going to save scum. Because I now have that option. For this particular moment. Sorry. Not sorry. I could take the easy way out, but I'm not going to. And there, saved. Woo! Right. So I believe that this would be the 6th coal thing, and we need those 2 alive. And I'm going to keep this, even though for now it's not that useful, and we'll just throw this into the system over here. Because there's another way up there. But in the meantime, I did get enough to at least purchase the casting furnace and 1, 2, 3 of those. Exactly enough. Because of course I also want to replace the gold thing over there. And for this I do need 1800 bucks, so we will do that later. Now this is going to be a bit of a problem, as I will have to remove that and replace this entire section to also eventually include the press and the rod extruder. But for now, since I have the money, let me purchase this and show you the proper way to get up there. Ooh. We have a bit more gold available, so of course we're going to dump that over onto the conveyor here. And the iron is going to be left. Right, so we are over here. As a matter of fact, if I had 2400 I could purchase this. And that was where one of the crates in the first episode, at least on the opposite side, would be. And then we have 2 more copper nodes over here. But we need 2400 to get over there. However, I want to go up here now. I said I want to get up here now. Yep. That actually helped nothing, despite the fact that it was a normal crate. Trust me, this is going to get so annoying once you have to do this more often. Now, it's not this place, but I believe... No, it's over here. Yes. You see this area, you see that, and now it's already lit up. So, in my original recording, I was desperately trying to get to the other side. I thought that I would have to go through over there and find it the other way around. As you can see, this is 28,000, and I thought that originally that I had seen that to get over to the house over there, you would need to blow up something worth 55,000. I was mistaken. But this is going to be the area where I ultimately will want to have my steel production. And then over here, I'm just going to show it to you. Some more copper. You can buy this for more copper. And then over here, you lead back to coal. And more coal. And that also leads to the copper that was behind there. However, as I said, I don't want to get into the... Ooh. I'm going to save them here. That's a pipe. And some more bars. We're going to toss this down. Yep. Perfect. So, yes, I am going to go down. Yes, I know I've wasted a lot of time. But I will bring you back once I have installed the guilds line properly. And about 15 minutes later, I have a new setup. And we're going to start the miners again. Let's actually stop them to not clutter the playing field. So rather than sending this or keeping this somewhat higher, I send it all the way to the bottom into a little corner. And then continuing to ship over there. The rest, however, I had to change dramatically. So I extended this to go up there into here. That was fine. The bars go through here. I had to change that up a little bit as well. So the plates will be pressed over there, rather than where they were. I bought another ingot straightening conveyor because of the rod extruder. And now we're making bars, rods and plates out of gold as well. But I hear you asking, where are you going to polish them? Well, you may remember that's down there. I originally had... Ooh, hold on. Perfect. We'll get to that later. That's behind, after the chute, I had the pressing plate, and now that's the polisher. Now I could make it even easier on myself and have a polisher over here instead. It's gonna save me a little bit of money at the end. And you know what, I might as well. 6, 3. Silly me that I didn't think of that before. So 1, 2, polisher. There, now I can get rid of that polisher. Nope. 4, 6. And this one as well. Look at me wasting time for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But fine. Fact of the matter is, this works as it should. And of course I don't need that. And I can replace this. 9, 4, 6. There. Now it all works as intended. The cannon still fires away. I am just a little curious about the chute when it comes to the plates, though. So I'm gonna have to find my way back up there. The long way around. I could make platforms, but I'm not going to. So I don't know if the plates are big enough to get through the chutes. Actually, they do. They do fall through. Good. That's one little issue already sorted. So now we are making, well, rods over there, iron ones, iron plates and iron bars over there. That area has copper bars, rods and plates, and now we are making gold ones as well. Now there is a thing that I need to buy, that is the pipe roller. We'll save that for later. How about we go back up there now? Now that you've seen how to get here, and what it has, and how expensive it is, I really should have. But we are going to start working. Ooh, hello. On some steel. And for that I will be using chutes again. As it seems that, well, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where we'll fall down. And since I'm here, no, that's the other way. I might as well unlock this, as it's only 2400. And we'll be utilizing this space in, the near future. Lucky me getting 2 copper pieces. Right away. Now be very careful, because they break easily. And that leaves us with 2 more to get. Right. Gonna buy a couple of chutes. Chutes. So obviously a top chute. An angled chute. And we'll get 50 of those for now. You know what? Well, I don't think I have enough research tickets for the complete thing. No, because that's 2, and I need 3 in total. I am going to purchase, or unlock this then. And in machines, the vertical box sorter. We'll need a rod extruder, a rolling mill, a polishing thing, or crusher. 2 of them to be precise. And for now, we'll get 5 miners. Oh, I was close to getting scaffolds. Wood stairs though. No, we won't. Do I have enough? there anything else that I need at the moment? I've got traits, I've got that, I've got that. I think for now that's enough. Question do I have? Of course I don't have. The most important thing, 1, 2, 3, but I can't afford the rest. So when I bring you guys back, I will have bought the casting furnace. And I will set up the lines for the steel. Up there. I noticed that I ran into a little bit of a problem. Namely, everything is stuck in here. And it's overflowing. So how the hell did you get there? Get over there. So as you can see this, yeah, I was afraid that this would happen. So one thing that I can do, and I off-screen did that already, I got a couple of bottom chutes. Because I also had one of those angled chutes where I will have the steel come down, I will replace that with the bottom chute to get it done properly. And hopefully this will sort out some of the issues that I had. There. Because now they will just fall flat on there. And I also purchased a couple more walls. 1, 2, and 3. Just to be sure that it doesn't fall where I don't want it to fall. There. Because, allow me to demonstrate to you that yes, we have another cannon system. Although this doesn't need to be that long. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I need that. So, this is where everything comes out, and it will join up with the rest of this. So, again, I already got a polisher up there, and I don't need that. So this goes over here into yet another cannon. And this goes all the way above. And now I'm not going to put a cannon there, because that's useless. And so, preemptively, a chute down there. 5. And then more sections of walls. 1, 2, and 3. There. Right. Let's make our final track up there for now. If I can parkour. Yes, I will remove that later. Because as you can see, we have a very long chute going down. Yep. And we can get rid of those 2 chests as well. We'll get that later. And this, sure. Alright, we have 1 coal miner and iron miner. Yeah. And I need to drop in a sorter for diamonds. Do I still have a diamond here? I, in fact, do. And I guess later I will also have to throw in an emerald. Bollocks. Well, not that a diamond is worth much in this game. Not as much as in real life, though. But at least that. So, we go up the conveyor into this vertical bulk sorter. And you see that the coal goes over there. And the iron goes into there. Actually, I don't even need this because we're not gonna need regular iron. We're only gonna need crushed iron. And this auto miner will get me a gem. Like so. And for that I will need another sapphire or a emerald and another diamond. But we're not going to be producing enough coal in order to get a full load for the steel. So and now it's going to be working. So, the rest of the iron goes up here as well, and into this as well. And we already have some issues because this idiot forgot to implement those things. We'll toss them over there. And we don't need this anymore. Yes, you can even clean those, and that will be worth some money. And I do believe that ultimately you will need something for this. For a quest. So 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. And that is steel. So, over here, we've got the bottom chute going into there. And it says more coal required for steel, so the product will be iron. But once you have enough coal for the steel, that. And yes, even the gems will come over here. They will get sorted, but they're not getting split. They're not in this basket, they're not in this basket. And as a matter of fact, I also don't need this anymore. So the coal, the crushed coal, will go into there. Into that to fuel the steel. And this will go in here to produce the rods, the plates, and the ingots. Now, I already cleared out all of the iron here, but there is still some coal left. And as you see, there are 2 bits of coal here. I think I already had enough of those, so I'm gonna save them over there. And over there. And there's one more coal thing back here. Iron. Perfecto. Ooh. And a third one. Save that for now. So, we see the steel plate, the steel rod and the steel ingots. They will go in here, down there, and ultimately get cleaned at the very end. And we have yet another complete thing. I don't recall whether or not this was... No, that is just part of the scenery. 5. I also still need to do this little bit. And the gems will ultimately come over to the conveyor over here to also get cleaned, polished, etc. Right. Then we go over to here, where we have another, but just for coal and crushed coal. And there's another big one over here. And what I will do, ultimately, is guide this all the way over to there. And have it join up so that we will have a lot of coal to be producing lots of steel. And ultimately, I think I will even double this up for later. But for now, we are slowly producing steel ingots and steel rods and steel pipes. So with that, as I'm going to be ending off this episode here today, I will be activating both of those quests. And with that, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Off screen, I will put a emerald and a diamond in here. And I will put another emerald in there. And next time we will start working on that. I will see you then. Goodbye.